Three, two, one. Okay, here we go. We're starting here. Okay, I showed you guys my grade 10s, these four, and I think the first choice was this one to demo, and I think second choice is somewhere between these two. Okay, okay, to create in Blender. Okay, so I need to kind of break it down first as to parts. Okay, if we start with these two right now, all I'm seeing is something like this for the handle. Okay, I'm seeing something like this again, and it's a cylinder with another cylinder, okay? This basically, the guard is basically a box. So let me just kind of do this on an angle. It's this, okay, like that. So basically, ooh, man. Okay, here we go. Something like that. Okay, this is a cylinder with less faces, okay, less edges. Same, same, same. And then the sword itself, let me just select this quickly here. I hope I'm doing this on a new layer. Yeah, I am. Nice. The sword itself essentially is a cube. Okay, B for brush, deselect, Command D, and then it doesn't matter which one I'm using. I can go like that. This is the simple shape. Okay, and if I'm going to draw it into 3D, I just kind of need to draw it on an angle. So if this was a box here, you start with a box. Okay, like that, and then we add a cut in the middle. Comes down, extrude out. And basically, here's where we start, okay? And then, so that's a box with two extrusions and a cut in the middle, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is maybe, for this one, for example, I'll take this vertex here, and I'll bring it down to do that. So I end up having this, right? I may need to do another box in the middle, so from the side, it would look like this. Okay, this is the side of this. If I do a cut in the middle, you'll see what I mean. I'll just bring these points to a sharp point like that. Oh boy, this is not looking good at all here. Oh, it's because the color I'm using. Okay, so basically this goes down, this goes like that into like a triangular shape. Okay, that's what I mean by putting a cut here. I take these two vertices and I just bring them down on an angle. So it tapers, it tapers. Okay, trust me on that. So that's what I'm going to do in Blender. And then I'll probably do another lesson for this one here, because that's just simply, it looks like to me it's out of one box, but I don't want you to model like that in grade 11, okay? All right, so again, let me just review here. This is a cylinder times two, a box, and another box, okay? That's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to keep it simple, and then of course I can always taper this in to make it more cartoon-like, stylized, okay? Here, why don't I just do this here? You'll see what I mean. Anyway, that's pretty much it. All right, so I'm going to take a quick screen grab of this, and I'll bring it into Blender. So I'll press minus minus, Command Shift 4 to take a screen grab on a Mac. And there it is, okay? Done. So now I'm going to go into Blender. Where's my mouse? Can't see anything. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go into an orthographic view right off the bat. I'll click like this, and I'll go add, instead of a mesh, I'm going to bring an image as reference. And I'm going to go to my desktop. Hopefully it's this one. Hopefully. See it? Yeah, it is this one. Sweet. That's what we did in my grade 12 class this morning, figure drawing. So that's what you're seeing there. Okay, move my reference somewhere up here, and then press S somewhere in the distance, crank this out. Make it large. So now I'm just holding middle scroll button down. I'm going to push this to the back like that. All right, so I kind of know what I'm doing. All right, so I'll move the box. Let's go with, rename this as what? Guard? Let's call it guard. Guard. All right, so the guard is simple. It's just like, okay, so this is, by the way, 2 meters by 2 meters. It's really massive, but I'm just going to leave it as this size. I'll scale later. So off the bat, select something, scale it in on one axis, boom, like that, and over. Okay, so this is just a rough, whatever it is. This is some kind of a guard. All right, go to the move tool. Thank you. Yeah, don't worry, you're good, you're good. Okay, so there's that piece. So let's talk about the handle. The handle is going to be made out of a cylinder. So this is the trick here. Let me put on my edges for you guys. wireframe edges so you can see the edges. So if I go with Shift A now, and I go to Mesh Cylinder, UV, sorry, no UV, just cylinder. Notice down here, if I click, this is like your inputs, okay? This disappears once I click out, okay? So if I click out, now I can't change this. So they're not, you know, just remember that, okay? I wish it was like Maya where I could just go back and control it in real time. Okay, so there is another way by pressing F9 that the key comes back, but let's just go like this. Cylinder, come down here, and let's reduce this to, let's say, I don't know, I'm just going to make one up, 12 sides. Okay, there's 12 sides. As you can see now, proportionally, I'm way off, right? Okay, but what is the radius? What if I go 0.05? That's crazy small, 0.5. Okay, something like that. All right, there it is. So again, everything is just kind of like we're just looking at things. The other thing about the handle is it's not a perfect cylinder. It's kind of flattened cylinder, right? So I think I want to flat on the X view, so meaning scale. So look, in, that works, right? If I go to my X view now, these two looking sweet, right? Into the move tool. So you go like that, bring it down here. I'll move this picture to the side. Okay. And in terms of the pummel, the pummel down here, this could be a box or it could be a cylinder, okay? So it's easy for me to just duplicate this. You guys know that. Right click and duplicate. And then which direction I want to go? I want to go up and down. So that's Z. Just press Z, come down. Get my scale tool, make it smaller, first off. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to make it larger. So I'm going to step out, move my mouse away, press S, and crank this out a touch, okay? And again, I'm just blocking. I'm not looking for perfection right now. Later on, I can spend more time in making this taller, whatever I want to do. So, pommel, oh God, could I even remember how to spell pommel? It's a French word. I have no idea. Pommel, maybe? Who knows? All right, so this is the handle. Let's just go grip or just handle, something like that. Okay, I have my guard, and now I'm going to go Shift A. I'm going to make a cube for the blade. And this one's going to be blade, like Blade Runner. Okay, all right, so there it is. There's my blade. It's a cube, obviously. Go to scale, and then we're just going to bring it in this way on the x-axis. Okay, I'll bring on the green axis like that. And I'm just going to go really large, or actually not so large. I'll just go something like that. And I'll move up. Okay, and just up here. Okay, there. All right, so a couple things I could do right now, all right? So, it's almost looking like a Roman centurion sword, actually. All right, so I said to you guys, I want to go in here and do an extrude once, and then also a cut, and then bring the sides in. That's where I'm going next, all right? So we call that blade. So now we hit Tab. This is sweet right here, okay? Okay, so I'm going to hold off on, actually I am going to go to Tab, and I'm just going to select the face. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Notice how these numbers are changing. Vertex is the single point. Edge is the edge here, right? And if I press 3, I get a face. So boom, like that. So now if I just press E for extrude and move my mouse out here, it's going to come out just like that. Beautiful, all right? The next thing I want to do down here, watch this. I want to come in here and use the loop cut, okay? Loop cut down the middle. So this only works on tangents. Whatever's perpendicular, you click on an edge and then click once and walk away. Now, all right, so I'm going to just I could do another cut right now, but I just want to take a step at a time. All right, so now if we go into vertex now, watch what I'm going to do here, okay? I'm holding middle scroll. Okay, I'm selecting, watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take these points right now here. Just made a marquee select. I'm holding down Shift and left clicking to make a bounding box. Okay, if I just do this right now, this kind of looks cool, doesn't it? Okay, you see that? Okay, here we go. We're gonna now weld these points, so you'll see why in a second, all right? Okay, check this out. See these two? I don't want that little area, right? So I think weld is M, merge vertices to center. Look at that. Select these two, press M, come over here, nicely done. I'll come and do the same thing. This is really cool stuff. Here, don't do all 4, please. If you do all 4 like this and press M, look what's going to happen. That's not what I want, but that's certainly a way to go too. I'll show you why I'm not doing it like that. this works, but I'll show you why in a second, okay? Here, right click, press M, or right click, select with the marquee box, okay? My brain is going fast here, slow down. Make a box. I have the arrow tool, so this is a marquee select right here, like that. Okay, right click, and already it knows merge vertices to the center. Sweet, do the same thing over here. Right click, merge vertices to center. M and then A, it would do it for you. Okay, so far so good. As I said to you guys before, I want to taper this. So if there's an annotate tool here, yeah. So I want to go, oops, hang on, annotate line. I want this to become on an angle. Okay, that's what I want to do. Okay, so I'll get out of annotate for a sec. So I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to add a cut on the side. Again, there are so many ways to do this, folks, but this one works. So watch, I'm going to bring my loop cut again. I'm only going to cut from the outside. Watch closely, not here, this edge. Cut once and walk away, means get out of the loop cut. All right, so now watch how cool this is. So we're going to take these three here. Be careful. Sometimes I prefer to do this in X-ray mode, and I'm going to lose most of you when I say this right off the bat. So watch. I'm holding Shift and middle scroll down. Okay, I'm just going to come in here. Okay, I'll just get out of this so you guys can see it. Okay, something like that. Take these three. Okay, now I can do two things. I can merge them, or I can take this piece, and I can scale them in too, or move them in. So there's so many options, okay? So look, you can go like that. I like to have that little bit of thickness, so you got to be careful when you're doing this, okay? That's why I didn't merge them. I want that little bit of blade edge here, okay? I think I have some over here. Let me go into wireframe. There, I can come in here and just go like that. See? So I'm having that kind of a thick edge there. Okay, because again, it's cartoon, all right, guys? It's not perfect, but here, look, I'll select all three of these, and I'll go to scale again, like that. Be careful. Don't overdo it like that, okay? That happens, don't worry, undo, Control Z, Command Z. Here, just bring it into the point like that, okay? So spin around. Now, Nehemiah wanted me to erase 1/2, but I think that's a little too complicated for you guys. I can mirror it, but I'm just going to come in here again, same thing. Just bring it in, and it doesn't have to be perfect, folks, okay? How many minutes do I have left, guys? 5? You say 5? Woo, baby. All right, here we go. All right, let's just do it this far and see what we have, okay? Okay, so look how nice this is looking already, okay? Kind of straight, right? Now I can come in here and select this, and look how this is tapered out, right? I have two options. I can come in here at the bottom, select all these guys, and then scale them in. Look, like that, see? Again, I'm only scaling or moving on one axis, the green box. That's it. Tab out. Get out of that mode. No more wireframe. And this is what I have now as a sword. Okay? Now we can come in here. Okay? Actually, I can do some leather straps here. I don't think I have enough time. I have about 4 minutes, but I think I'll just stop here. This looks pretty good. Okay, so I can come in here. Look, I'll even do this. Watch. Shift D. I'm going to go with Z. Look, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to scale this down. So let's do a quick metal strap version. Look, like that. Right? Look, like that. And I'm going to just come out here. Let me press period for a sec so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to go S here, like that. So I'm going to now duplicate this a few times. Okay, Shift D Z. Oops. Okay, let me try that again. That was Command D. That's why. Sorry. There. Hold on. Shift D Z, right? So you can do stuff like this, right? Shift D Z. You can do it like that. Let's do one more. That's kind of cool for grade 10, right? So now you have your strap. Now, if you want to make this more extravagant, what you could do is kind of rotate it, just a slight rotation. Okay, guys, check it out. This was done in 10 minutes, okay? I'll have this ready for you guys for later. I hope this is okay for you guys. Class is ending, I'm assuming. Yeah, 14 minutes. I created this with sketching and everything for you, okay? All right, we'll stop here because the bell's going to go. So, Nehemiah, I didn't mirror it, okay? Did you want...